Staining wood can produce a beautiful finish. I'm Paul from Trusted House Painter. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 tips that are going to help you stain your wood and have a beautiful finish. The first tip that I always recommend to everybody is use a piece of wood. So basically, the wood that I'm staining here is cedar wood. So I've taken a sample of it, and I've taken it to my local paint store, and we've applied a bunch of different samples. Some are gel stains, some are kind of solid stains, some are clear stains. And what I did was I put the samples on the wood grain so that it looks good and I can see exactly what I'm doing before I actually stain the wood. And the reason why is because once you stain this wood, it's very hard to get it back to looking like this. So tip number 1 is always use a sample board and put a little sample on it. Most retail paint stores will help you with that, and it just saves the day. It lets you see what you're looking at. The second tip I'm going to say is use this sandpaper. The sandpaper is a fine grit, and you want to go over the wood. Now, I want this wood to be nice and soft. It's not rough cut, it's very smooth. So I'm going to use a 180 or 150 sandpaper, and I'm just going to smooth it down and get it really looking great. Now, I like the rustic look, so that's why I haven't filled all these little pinholes. There is some damages to the wood, so I'm okay with having some gaps, some pinholes, and it kind of looks rustic because that's kind of what I want to do. So I used 150 sandpaper, I sanded it down, I wiped it down, I vacuumed it so there's no more dust and debris. So that's tip number 2. And the third tip that I'm going to recommend is using oil-based penetrating stain. There's a lot of different stains you can use on the market. There's acrylic and there's oil. And what I find is that oil tends to penetrate the wood and create a much better finish than acrylic. There's no wrong or right about it. Just in my experience, oil stains are nice. Now this one is a wiping stain. That means basically I'm going to apply it with a brush. You can also apply it with a pad or a roller or whatever you want. I'm going to use a brush. And then once I apply the stain, I'm going to use some old rags to wipe it away. Now you want to wait about 2 to 5 minutes. It really all depends on the wood, and it all depends on the finish you want, because the longer that you let the stain soak, the deeper it's going to soak in and the deeper tone it's going to look, or it's going to produce. So if you want a lighter finish, you want to wipe it quicker. If you want a darker finish, then you let it penetrate for longer. So this is called Old Masters. It's a wiping stain. You can get it at a lot of stores, and you don't have to choose this specific brand. However, I like this brand because it does produce a good finish. So that's my third tip. A couple extra tips that I would recommend to you is using an empty cut can. You want to use an empty cut can because working out of this is really difficult, and it can be messy. So what you want to do is you want to open it up, you want to pour it in, and then you want to work from a cut can. It's just a lot easier to do. You want to have a lot of dead rags, old rags, clean rags, mind you. You want to have them ready. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 different brushes. One is a 3-inch brush and one is a 1-inch brush. And the 3-inch brush will get the big faces, while the 1-inch brush will actually get the sides. Now I could use my 3-inch brush for the sides. I just like to have my tools ready and handy just in case I need it. And the other thing I'm going to need is some latex rubber gloves. Now, because it's oil, it'll get all over your hands, and you need like a paint thinner or mineral spirits to clean it up. So I wear dark rubber gloves like this so that it protects my hands and I stay clean. So using these tools here will get you started on the right foot. Another final tip is don't shake the can. With a lot of paint, you can shake it, but it's highly recommended that you use a stir stick and you stir it, and you slowly bring the sediment from the bottom up. Shaking it can create bubbles in it, and it can not always produce the best finish. So rule number 1 is always use a stir stick, and rule number 2 is always use a cut can. It's easier to work from. Have a set of rags, and there you go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stain this up, and then after I'm done staining it, I'm going to let it cure for 24 hours, and then I'm going to apply a top coat clear finish, a polyurethane finish, and that'll just protect my coating and protect the wood at the same time. Creates a harder finish, and it makes it easy to clean. So if you want more tips like this, give us a thumbs up, a like, and you can search our YouTube channel at Trusted House Painter.